What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, coming at you with another upload. And for today, we're going through another perfume experience, and this one is a bit special. It's special because it's managed to emulate something that is very natural in a synthetic form, and it's done it quite well, I must say. And this one is a staple in the frac community, so I'm not really bringing you something new today. However, I am going to be sharing with you my own experience of it. So without further ado, today's perfume of choice is Labo Another 13. As you can see, yours truly has a bottle of this. Let's focus it. I think this is the 30. Is it 30 or 50? I'm gonna have to double check. Bottle. So, and the top. Once I get you guys to focus, the bottom, the inside of the cap, and the sprayer. Oh wow, this already smells good coming off of the bottle. Now, interestingly, when I got this and the package, it did say that if you're not using it, to put it in the fridge. I haven't done that. I've been keeping it just in my closet in a drawer. I think as long as the temperature is low, it should be fine. But yeah, they recommended putting it in a fridge. And by the way, the Labo fragrances, in case you guys didn't know this, are formulated on order, meaning that your perfume is composed specifically for you when you order it. So for example, mine was compounded in Toronto on December 19th, 2020. If the camera can capture that, you might be able to see it on the bottle. Maybe not. But yeah, so this was formulated specifically for yours truly in Toronto, Canada on December 19th, 2020. And it's out of their 876 Queen Street West in Toronto. And this is what's really cool about Labo. Even though most of their components are made in a lab and they are synthetic, it has this sort of artisanal vibe to it. Just using a mix of natural and artisanal notes, which is really, really cool. It also lets you know that this fragrance does have a shelf life, right? Like I said earlier, when I first received this, the instruction was to put it in the fridge if I'm not using it. I'm not doing that because I don't know, it's just weird. But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing for Labo. Now, I will read you a bit on another 13 off of the, oh, and by the way, this is the 50 ml, so 1.7 ounce. So, this is the sort of description off of the Labo website. In 2010, Le Labo was commissioned by Another magazine to work on an exclusive scent. This project was born thanks to Sarah of Colette, who initiated the creative collaboration between Le Labo and Jefferson Hack, editor-in-chief of Another magazine. The result of this collaboration is Another 13, a hypnotizing and unique scent. It's composed of ambroxide, a synthetic animal musk, making Another 13 an addictive dirty potion blended with other carefully selected ingredients such as jasmine and moth, which give it a spike and shine. As the entire planet knows, Colette closed its doors December 2017, but luckily we were able to welcome Another 13 to our classic collection, our labs worldwide. Now, ambroxide is supposed to emulate animal musk. I'll tell you this right now. There is nothing about this that smells like animal musk, a natural animal musk. I've smelled deer musk, different types, civet, natural and wild, styrax, beaver, you name it. Like, been there, done that. A beaver is castoreum, by the way. And no, does not smell anything like that at all. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead. Actually, before I do that, let me grab some cafe. To all of you guys that have been sticking with me so far, coffee is a tradition on this channel. And I need a pick-me-up as it's in the late afternoon, but... Okay. Oh, man, this is good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray a little bit of another 13, shaking it a bit, just, I don't know, tradition. All right, and yeah, this is, you know what? I used to have a love-hate relationship with this when I first got it, but my God, this is sexy. Woo! Wow. Yeah, this is really nice. Really, really nice. It's very, it's weird too because the jasmine in here isn't the indolic, dirty, kind of over the top florally jasmine that can be a bit too much and off-putting. So, wow, it's clean, it's exotic, it's sexy is another way to explain it. You get a bit of this musky vibe just because even though I don't think there's any oils in this per se, it leaves an oily residue. And you get a bit of that and it's like, wow. Man, this is so good. I don't even know how to explain this because it's not... God damn. It's been a while since I've put this on, so it's hitting me in all sorts of different ways. Yeah, this is it's first of all, it's not, when you hear animal musk, synthetic animal musk, the first thing that comes to mind is dirty. This has no dirt to it. It doesn't have any stink. It doesn't have any like animalic facets or indolic facets that will come with a jasmine. It's musky, but it's a clean musk. Nothing about it is dirty. It's very appealing. It's very fresh, very clean, and very like, it's very, yeah, it's the reason I say it's sexy is there's something about it. I can't put it in words. It's definitely the ambroxide or ambroxide, depending on how you want to pronounce it. But it's not wow, okay. Yeah, I honestly don't know how to explain this other than it being clean, fresh, and sexy. With respect to, you know, how, first of all, this is unisex. I think the great thing about it, in particular the ambroxide and the jasmine, is that it reacts to your skin chemistry. So depending on your skin chemistry, if you're a lady and you put this on, it's going to be more feminine leaning. If you're a man and you put this on, it's going to be more masculine leaning. So it goes both ways. In terms of how, when, and where to wear it, I think this is a pretty safe perfume to wear anywhere. So you can wear it casually, you can wear it to office. It's not offensive and it has a clean, fresh vibe to it. So you're good on that end. And it's floral, obviously, because of the jasmine. I find this does the best, you know, during warm weather. So think more along spring, summer, and autumn. Winter, you're not going to get much out of it just because the ambroxide and the jasmine I find work better with heat. So the hotter the temperature is, the better you get out of this in terms of performance. Is this a night or morning wear? I will say you can do both. And I don't have a preference for one over the other because it reacts very differently. In the morning, it's nice to have because it's fresh and clean and floral. In the evening, it's when the jasmine comes out to play, and it's very sensual, and mixed with the ambroxide being very sexual. So again, it's just, you can wear it morning or evening. It works fantastically. I mean, there's nothing. You wouldn't go wrong wearing it any time of the day. It just performs very well at different times of the day. In terms of projection, I would say within close proximity, you're gonna have some good projection out of this. You're not gonna have like beast mode. That's not the intent of this, even though it's alcohol based. But if somebody's within your proximity, they'll pick on it. But it's not something that's gonna project far away. In terms of Silagin Trail, again, close proximity kind of Silagin Trail, so it wafts right behind you and within your immediate sort of vicinity. But I wouldn't say is something that will trail very long behind you or will linger for too long in an area that you're not present in. So in that sense, it's not obnoxious, it's not overbearing. And honestly, you don't need a lot. One or two sprays will go a long way. That's the other thing about it. So in a way, it can be beast mode if you overdo the sprays, but if you do just a bit or just the right amount, it's fantastic. It's a very great fragrance. And what else can I tell you about this? First of all, I recommend for blind buy. If you like ambroxide combined with jasmine and moss, yes, go for it. You won't regret it. And the best part about Labo is that they have different sizes. So I believe they have 15 mil, they have the 50, and then the 100. So, and they have sample kits also, so you can get to choose the size you want. You can even try this before getting it, which is fantastic. I didn't. It was a blind buy for me, and I'm so happy I did that because it hasn't disappointed to date, and I've had it now. So I've had it since December 2020. So by the end of the year, it'll be coming up on 2 years. This is just gorgeous. It's very, like, for me, it comes initially on the opening. It's very neutral, but as I leave it on my skin, it becomes more masculine, which I really like about it. Now, how does it compare to, let's say, an animal musk? Just, compared to some of the artisanals I've shared previously in my channel. It's very different. It's very different. I'm actually surprised that this ambroxide is treated as a synthetic animal musk, because I don't think it has any of the facets of animal musk. And again, I didn't do any research or studying on, but I'm gonna assume that out of all the animal musk sort of molecule, they took a very small part of that molecule, and that's what ambroxide is. So it doesn't have that full complexity of a natural animal musk, but there is something about it that's very alluring, very beast-like, very animalic without the funk, very sensual, very attractive, for the lack of a better way of putting it. The whole point of musk is that it communicates information about you to the other gender and enhances your attractiveness depending on your circumstances. So, does this succeed in accomplishing that? Yes, very much. And yeah, but I would say it's very different from natural musks. Does not really come close to it. If you had given me this next to a natural musk, I would not have been able to connect the dots. But yeah, so it's very different, very different experience, not similar. Its own experience, I would say. And yeah, I mean, give it a shot if you have it. If you don't and you've been curious about it, go for it. You won't regret it. I will say this, if you guys, any of you have ambroxide based scents, I know I also have Baccarat Rouge 540 Extreme or Extrat, I think it's called. I can't remember. It's been a while. Um, and that one has ambroxide in it too. And I mean, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. But with this one, I really, really like the ambroxide in it. So in the comments below, feel free to put ambroxide based scent recommendations that you have in your collection, or that you know about, or that you've gotten your nose on, or you've been contemplating getting. I'd be very curious to explore some other ambroxide scents and possibly add them to my collection. With that said, because I don't want this dragging on any further, this is Labo I Another 13. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I really appreciate your time and attention. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.